Hello teacher, this is evidence 1 from Math 2 and I'm going to show you how to graph these points on this graph. Well, we need to first identify the values of x and y. Obviously, this is going to be the values of x, and it's going to be the independent variable. So here we need to put the number of words. Well, then we need to put the variables of y in this part of the graph. So we're going to put these values of the days, so it's going to be the price. Well, we're going to start first putting the values of y. We're going to go 50 from 50 from 50. So we'll start with 50, 100, 150, and again. Well, when we have the values of y, we're going to graph these values. Notice that each values are one graph. So this is one graph, this is the second graph, the third graph, and the fourth graph. So we're going to start only with the first graph. We have starting with the x values. So we are going to put this one, that is the value of 5. That is going to be 257. So we have 250. So we're going to put the value a little bit upper. So it's gonna be like value 5 and a little bit. So this is gonna be the first value that we are naming A. So this is gonna be A. Next, then the next value that is going to be 7. It's gonna be B. This is going to be C, D, E, and F. And we're going to start, the next one is the 7th value, so it's 267.2. It's like this one. We are going to calculate the value a little bit upper than the value we have drawn. This is going to be B. Well, after we have drawn all our values, we can see that it is a straight line, so it says that it is a linear function. So the only thing that we need to do is do the same with the other values, and that's all.
Now that we have that our function is linear, we're going to calculate which is the increase every 2 words, because here we have 5, 7, 9, and the difference is 2. And we know it's constant because it's a linear function. Here, the difference between these 2 words is 10.2. Here 2, here 2, here 2, and in all of the differences we have 10.2. And that's every 2 words, so every 1 word we will have an increase of 5.1 in the price. So this is our constant increase each word. So now we need to know which is the equation for this function. So now that we know that this is the increase, our function will be like this, 5.1 n plus b. We know this is, 5.1 n is a variable. We know that this is 5.1 because this is a constant increase, 5.1 every word. So if you increase the number of the words in 1, you will increase the price in 5.1. Now we need to know which is this value. To do this, we can substitute n for any of these values. We're going to do it for 5. So the price for 5 is 5.1 times 5 plus b. We need to know which is b, but we already know that that is 257. So we just need to calculate b, and we do that. B is equal to 257 minus 5.1 times 5 is 25.5. So it's minus 25.5. Now b, it's going to be, we do this this subtraction, and we get b is equal to 231.5. So now we have our function. So the equation is Pn equals to 5.1n plus 231.5. And we are done.
And now we're going to do the exact same thing that we did before. We need to know what is the x-axis and the y-axis. The x variable is year and the y variable is time, because the time depends on the year. And now we're going to do the graph. The point A is 1958 to 234.5. The point B is 1962, is equal to point A but a little lower. And this is the last point. And now we are going to join them. We can see that it's not a parabola or a straight line, so we can say that it's not a quadratic or a linear function. But still we can calculate the domain or range. The domain will be the x variable, so it will be 1958 and 1981. And now we will calculate the range. It will be these points in the y-axis. The first one will be 234.5. And the last one will be 227.3.
Now this is our last graph, and we can see that if we join the points, we won't have nor a linear function or a quadratic function. But here we can draw this parabola that more or less fits with our graphic. Now we're going to calculate the range and the domain. Okay, the independent variable is the month, so our range would be all of the months in order. I won't write them, but here. No, sorry, that would be the domain. Sorry. Don't worry. And the range are the y values, which in this case would be 5.7, 4.2, and so on, checking the y value in each of the points. And that's it.